to get away with being
a serial cheater and a homebreaker.
Step 1. Find a
Media makeover.
Go eat it.
I've been Black, Korean, Ariana but I finally feel at home being white. I love pumpkin spice and going to Costco. I'm actually naturally blind. My newest song is actually just a cover. Let me speak to your manager.
That's my cookie. That's my juice, okay? Thank you, next. That's what this baby picture says. The dancing scene in this video was actually inspired by Sweet Charity and the wardrobe.
You know, I love my MAC lipstick. This is the MAC I'm here to talk about today, girl. Come on.
Kill me, get your ass in here. Come on, girl.
Why?
Because I think you would freak out.
Why would I freak out? Bitch, that's my cookie. That's my juice, okay? Carry on.
Normal people, we were saying this 18th months ago. Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are homebreakers and cheaters. And well, specifically, Ariana Grande is a serial cheater. And after 1 year of drama, speculations, death threats, from Arianators to anyone brave enough to say the truth, Ariana is a homebreaker and a serial cheater. Finally, the doctor in clinical psychology, Jay Lilly, has spoken out. And you can tell Ariana was proving the last year how untouchable was and is with interviews like this. Okay, what accent is doing now? So the preppy girl. Okay, here I go. I've never felt more pride or joy or love while simultaneously feeling so deeply misunderstood by people who don't know me. Not only the interviews, the last album, I don't know even the name, I don't care, is practically an anthem for homebreakers. But if it wasn't enough to be proud of being a serial cheater and a homebreaker, Ariana said this last summer, and I'm reading from People. Jeffrey Dahmer victim's family calls Ariana Grande sick for naming murderer her ideal dinner date. The mother and sister of one of Dahmer's victims, Tony Hughes, condemned the problem singer comments for glamorizing the serial killer. And if you check Arianators after the backlash, the deserved backlash to Ariana Grande, they start to saying this is fake, you all are twisting her words. Check on YouTube. Ariana Grande, Jeffrey Dahmer. And it's real. In the podcast, she says, oh, yes, my ideal dinner date. Oh, yes, it will be Jeffrey Dahmer for sure. The song premiered on January, the song Yes, and super bad song actually. She lost followers, but nothing can stop Ariana Grande. Nothing. The song Yes and the album were being a success, but Ariana Grande were still receiving a lot of backlash. The backlash, little by little, was going down, and then Page 6 published this interview, and I am reading. Ariana Grande gets blasted by Ethan Slater's strange wife. She's not a girl's girl. Yeah, we know. We know already. People, normal people, we know this 10 years ago. Not only Ariana Grande has a lot of power, he has one of the most toxic and dangerous fan base. This fan base sent death threats to the author who published this article. We will get back to this, but look, that famous or unfamous 6-page article was published on the 27th of July, But look what Pop Things published the 30th of January of 2024. I'm reading. Page 6 has now backtracked their statement and says there is no evidence Ariana Grande caused any harm to Ethan Slater's family. Mis ovarios 33. You know, people, what a payola is in music industry. By the way, on the second channel, Chris Grimm, I have a video about Taylor Swift and the biggest payola on music industry with her last album. This is the same but with the media mass. Ariana Grande has on her hands practically all the media mass, all of them. You can't say nothing wrong or nothing looked as bad about her. Nothing. Oh, wait, and another thing. Have you recall or can you recall Ariana Grande calling out Arianators for the toxic behavior? A video on which Ariana called Arianators out. Come on, guys, Arianators, I love you so much, but we need to be disrespectful, no, respectful with everyone. Come on, please. We are not like this. We are only homebreaker. We are good. We are the best. Kiss, kiss. Have you checked the timing, by the way? Page 6 retracted on January 2024 for that article written or published on July 2023. But what happened on January 2024? Oh, yes, Ariana Grande dropped the song Yes and. What a coincidence. So after this, you weren't able to say anything wrong or even a constructive critique about Ariana Grande Ethan Slater situation because you will have summoned a herd of Arianators, you will have received death threats, and you will even gotten doxxed. The rest of the year was clear for Ariana Grande. She could promote the last album, and on September, when the Wicked trailer was posted on YouTube, everyone seemed to forget about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater being two homebreakers. But my friends, this week, Dr. Lily J has spoken and hopefully will have her redemption. Yesterday, 20th of December of 2024, Dr. Lily J gave an interview to The Cat. Well, not yesterday, but it was published yesterday. In order to read the full interview, you need to be signed up to The Cat, but I was able to take these screenshots. I am reading, how does my divorce make you feel? As a therapist, I try to keep my personal life private. After my public split, that was no longer in my control. By Dr. Lily J, clinical psychologist in perinatal mental health and child development, is a doctor. After reading so many things about this fiasco, and this is my humble opinion, I truly think Ariana envies Lily J, for sure. And linking my comment with other comment, I found this amazing comment in this tweet. We will see this tweet later, and I am reading. It's me, Bibi has written. One thing I heard somewhere, homebreakers don't actually want the man, they want to be the woman. They want to live her life and become who she is. And we already know Ariana Grande has huge identity problems. That's why she changed the accent, the way she looks, the different race vision. They want what they've built for each other over the years. It probably came from admiration, but that's why it always falls apart. This is a brilliant theory and probably true. Let's read this tweet because the user Oceans Jonas have made screenshots from that cat's interview. The tweet is from today and it has gone viral. Look, 8.5 millions of views. I'm reading. Feel so bad for Lily J. nearly unaliving in childbirth, moving across the world for her husband's career. Girls, please, don't do that. Never. Don't. Only for him to cheat and leave her for a pop star. Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande should be ashamed of themselves. They aren't. Actually, it's the opposite. They are proud of it, of the relationship, of the chaos, of the drama, of destroying Lily J's life. Well, you can tell Lily J is a very smart and resilient woman, and with resources. But imagine this in another type of situation or in another case scenario with another woman who has no family, no friends, and that's why you don't build your life around another person, because if the other person leaves you, your world will be destroyed. So please, guys, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's read the cat interview. You can tell Lily is super smart and super intelligent. I'm reading. During my pregnancy, I had never felt happier nor more aware of how precarious happiness could be. When my baby was first placed on my chest, still tethered to me by his umbilical cord, I sobbed with relief. We had done it. He had arrived. I survived preeclampsia, a life-threatening birth complication, and finally, our family was whole. Oh my God, this is heartbreaking. Mine's a story of worrying in the wrong direction. As a perinatal in English accent, as a perinatal psychologist, I knew all the statistics, how vulnerable a marriage is in the postpartum period. I can do a video about all the postpartum psychosis, how viral community connection is in preventing depression and anxiety, how new parenthood impacts a whole family. Actually, the psychology considers the arrival of the firstborn in a marriage or in a couple a crisis, and the couple needs to get over that crisis. But I confidently moved to another country with my 2-month-old Baba and my husband to support his career. Consumed by the magic and mundanity of new motherhood, I didn't understand the growing distance between us. Look how sad it is. Even super smart women got blindsided by the partner or even the motherhood, but they do it for the sake of the baby or the kids. On my darker days, I railed against the unfairness of a public divorce, asking my therapist, we are all just a Russian nesting doll of therapists supporting therapists. Who would trust a cardiologist who had a heart attack because they never got an EKG, an electrocardiogram? Of course, I am not owed anything. Look how mature she is, and she's not playing or toying with the victim card. Selena Gomez. I am not owed anything, whether it be a job or the privilege of being any given person's psychologist. Still, even as someone who spent years researching how people respond to ambiguity, I hate not knowing if the way my story has been told has impacted my opportunity to help others sort through their stories. So she's admitting all the fiasco, all the drama has damaged her career and her as professional. Can you imagine how self-conscious she has to be when she's with a client and the client might say, wait, you weren't the Ethan Slater ex-wife, for example. That has to be awful. As professional and as a human and as a woman, mother, human being. I have the deeply human propensity to find evidence for my worries in the unknown. As a visitor in this digital land, I thought had successfully chosen not to live in. It is uncanny to see myself in a shoddy mosaic of others' words and impressions. Zasca. I have puzzled alone for nearly 2 years about what to say as someone who is, by personality and profession, equally allergic to being the center of attention and to being erased. Motherhood, I have learned, fills your time but not your mind. Thankfully, the last 10, 15, or even 20 years, a lot of women have came out and speak about how difficult and how hard can be the pregnancy and postpartum period and motherhood. Right now is an open debate about this because 20, 25 years ago, or even in the current situation, if a woman starts to complain about being a mom, about the difficulties of motherhood, she will be criticized by society. But excuse me, you chose to be a mom. Yes, and she is not able to complain. Moms, new moms, moms with several kids that complained about motherhood, being a mom, they were stigmatized by society. But this, thank God, is changing, and little by little, society is more open to have a assertive and respectful debate about motherhood and the difficulties women suffer pre, during, and after giving birth. I can make a video about this. I keep reading. In the countless hours I spent rocking my son to sleep, pushing his stroller, marveling at his sweaty little hands grasping a crayon, I work diligently on my private project of accepting the sudden public downfall of my marriage. Imagine that the women suffer with the hormones, postpartum, and not being able to even say anything because the backlash or the arianators, the threats. And again, I'm telling you, Lily is a super smart, strong woman. She's a therapist. But imagine the same situation with a woman who has not that strong personality or resilience. Imagine that. I keep reading this. I tell myself it's nothing to be ashamed of and nothing to hide. Slowly but surely, I have to come to believe that in the absence of the life I planned with my high school sweetheart, a lifetime of sweetness is waiting for me and my child. I really hope so. While our partnership has changed, our parenthood has not. Both of us fiercely love our son 100% of the time, regardless of how our parenting time is divided. As for me, days with my son are sunny. Days when I can escape the promotion of a movie associated with the saddest days of my life are darker. Which movie could be? Wicked! Even as people from my past have reached out to say they saw my face in a tabloid. Wow. My patients have remained silent. So you fell in love with Bob Sponge in high school. You keep together, and slowly he's getting better roles, Broadway, blah 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 blah, and then he got the Wicked role, and then your whole life is completely shattered. And Arianators have the nerve to stand up for Ariana and for Ethan. Go, Ethan, go. Yes, sure. Was some algorithmic or karmic force protecting my patients from seeing a tabloid drama in which I play the role of a voiceless ex-wife? Or did they know about my divorce and didn't know it's okay to tell me? Either way, patients shouldn't be creating a judgmental opinion about the divorce or even have an opinion about the divorce, because when you are treating a patient, you can't or you shouldn't talk about your own life. And the patient shouldn't be speaking about your life as therapist or as a person out of the therapy. Ocean's Jonas apparently he updated the thread, and I'm reading. 2 months after the birth of their child, he's going to... This is the same as we have read before, but Arianators, Ariana Grande fans still think or still stand up for the narrative of the two marrieds divorcing and then Ariana shagging Ethan Slater and Ethan Slater shagging Ariana Grande. Yes, sure. You must be an amazing upbringing. Your family must be a super stable one to defend Ariana Grande in this situation. Yep, I can tell. Ocean's Jonas has added this People magazine article confirming her story. There you go, but I am reading Arianators again. They are blaming people and probably they will send death threats to Jen, the writer, and probably People magazine will need to retract themselves within 1 month or so when Ariana Grande will be nominated to the Oscars. I keep reading the thread. Just so we are clear, Ariana knew he was married. They will go on double dates, so yes, she is in the wrong for cheating with a married man because she knew he was married. It would be different if she was oblivious and had no idea he was married, but she knew. She knows, she knew, and we all know she knew. She added this infamous article from page 6. As per a report by page 6, a source has shared that both Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater took their respective spouses, Dalton Gomez and Lily J, on several dates together whenever they were present at the Wicked shoot. And this is from the 5th of August of 2023. This picture, the level of evilness, is a post from Ethan Slater Instagram. He posted his baby boy. The picture is from the 14th of May. And look who liked the picture. And this is the post the journalist from page 6 wrote because she was receiving death threats. Her name is Francesca Baccardi. Yes, I'm reading well, and I'm reading. To the Arianators insistent on harassing me by any means necessary. I did not make up Lily J's statement. She actually went to TMZ after and claimed she didn't know she was on the record, thereby proving she did in fact say it. I have never ever retracted my statement and I stand by reporting. Stream TTT because it's no thank you. Let's go back to the Twitter thread, the X thread. Quotes and replies. Not once was cheating mentioned, he didn't cheat, etc., etc. Open up the article, please. Lily J said here, quote unquote, I really never thought I would get divorced, especially not in the shadows of my husband's new relationship. Obviously, she's saying he cheated. This is from the Cat article, and I'm reading. No one gets married thinking they'll get divorced. The statistics say 8 out of 10, so I don't know why people, and please don't get offended, why people still getting married. I don't know. I keep reading. In the same way, we don't board a plane expecting to crash. I do. But I really never thought I would get divorced, especially not just after giving birth to my first child, and especially not in the shadows of my husband's new relationship with a celebrity. In this season of shock and mourning, over a year after the end of my marriage was made public, I deeply miss the life of invisibility I created for myself as a psychologist specializing in women's mental health. People saying there are 2-3 sides to every story. According to Today and AP News, Dalton Gomez is legally bound by an NDA, as said by his sister as well. Meanwhile, Ariana can post any narrative she wants, but Lily, who didn't sign an NDA, is free to speak her mind. Today's article, Ariana Grande to pay ex-Dalton Gomez $1.25 million in divorce settlement. The pair, who married in 2021, cited irreconcilable difference as the reason for their split. Sure. Today.com confirmed in July 2023 that the two have separated. Court records obtained by Today.com show the two listed their date of separation as 20th of February 2023. The singer filed for divorce from the real estate agent on September 18, 2023, court documents obtained by Today.com show. But Arianators forced everyone to believe they were in love and they will be together forever. What happened? The settlement agreement includes a provision prohibiting the release, disclosure, or publication of any photographs, including related negatives, tapes, films, or similar recordings in any form, past or future, depicting activities within or around properties owned by either party. Why? Why is that? Another narrative Arianators were forcing to the rest of the world was that Dalton Gomez was cheating Ariana. So let's read what Dalton's sister said on, I think, Facebook. Tori Kailene Gomez wrote, Dalton didn't cheat on Ariana. It's unfair to jump to conclusions based solely on assumptions and the content of someone's album. Ariana's album gives her perspective, not necessarily Dalton's. If he could speak, his side of the story might shed light on things differently. But because he can't, we won't know never his side of story. Why? I'm asking again. Why? Okay, last thing, I'm adding to this thread. Mama is not new to this, she's true to this. Break up with your girlfriend, yeah, cause I'm bored. And you will see now the TikTok or the user added.
Ariana Grande earned her long history of cheating in relationships. 2013, Hy Brooks accuses Ariana for cheating on him with Nathan Sykes. Same year, 2013, rumors started going around that Mac Miller and his longtime girlfriend Nomi broke up because he cheated on her with Ariana. In 2016, Naya Rivera revealed in her book that Big Sean allegedly cheated on her in 2014 with Ariana when she walked into her house and Ariana was there. In 2018, Mac Miller's ex-girlfriend Nomi revealed on her Tumblr blog Mac cheated on her again with Ariana in 2016. In 2018, there were rumors Ariana cheated on Mac with Pete Davidson, while Pete was in a relationship with Cassie David. In 2020, Cassie said she found out Pete was cheating on her with Ariana through Instagram. In 2019, TMZ reports that Ariana and Big Sean were getting cozy in the studio together while he's dating Jean Aiko. In 2020, Dalton Gomez's ex-girlfriend posted this on her Instagram story, fueling the rumors that Dalton cheated on her with Ariana. In July 2023, it was announced Ariana and Dalton are getting a divorce. Ethan Slater and his wife are separating. And now it's announced Ariana and Ethan are dating all in 1 week, fueling the rumors they cheated on their spouses.
The user American Requiem replied to this thread to Ocean's Jonas with her fans continuing to prove how weird they are. She had to private her account because of threats. Again, once again. This is a tweet from A.G. Dickinson, I think, is the journalist that published the interview in the Cat. And I am reading the tweet. Wake up, babe. Ethan Slater's ex-wife essay about her divorce just dropped on the Cat. And after writing that first tweet, hours later, she had to write this. Okay, I'm literally getting death threats, so I have to lock down but a few points. 1. These are my opinions based on reading the essay. 2. Not once did I mention Ariana, but if I don't know was that. I love both her and Wicked Down. 3. I can hold multiple thoughts in my head at once because I'm not 7 years old. And I'm asking you again, have you seen Ariana Grande telling her fans not being this toxic, not sending death threats? No? Wow. Me neither. And the original creator of the thread replied, they did the same thing to the lady who wrote the page 6 article and not realizing if it were a lie, she can get sued, yet nothing happened. They are crazy. Exactly. If you are telling a lie in an official media mass source, you can destroy your own life. A user replied to the thread, her fans are so weird, just like her, but weird in a bad way. And she has added this screenshot with amazing comments from Arianators. Let's read the comments. Ethel wrote, that lady and her baby too, I don't give a... And Olivier wrote, especially the baby. Wow, what a nice people. Amazing. The user, the gay Amanda, quote this tweet and she wrote, this is why some artists' fan bases are scary. Actually, I can do a video about this with the most toxic fan base, and if you check online, YouTube videos, articles, Arianators are always at the top 3 or 5. Always. This user, Lady Luck, replied to the main thread and she wrote, she actually doesn't give a... Her response was yes, and previous tracks include The Boy Is Mine and Break Up With Your Girlfriend and Bored. And the original creator replied with, why do you... with a line, a lyric from the song Yes and... with the line, why do you care so much who's I right? Maybe because Lily going through postpartum depression when you shagged her husband. Yikes. Let's keep reading comments. Ivano wrote, sometimes relationships don't work. You are using her pregnancy to invoke emotional reaction in people. Ethan wanted Ari and he got her. Many men leave their wives for a hotter, better woman. Ocean's Jonas replied, and I can tell the girl or the boy, the person behind this account, she or he is a badass, replied, you're a man, you know nothing about childbirth, postpartum depression, or the mental toll it takes. Her husband cheating during that time is disgusting, and so are you for downplaying it to defend Ariana Grande. Clap, 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 clap. The user Rats replied with a quote to the lovely tweet written by Ivano. prove that many gay men fully buy into the misogynistic rhetoric mindset perpetuated by heterosexual men, even if they are not the ones acting on it. At this point, Arianators are desperate because their rhetoric, their narrative, the narrative from the last 2 years, they have imposed and forced into everyone else is in the bin. An Arianator in the thread we are reading wrote, Ethan is the problem. Of course, because Ariana can't do wrong. Everything she does is perfect. Can you feel the cultist behavior, the cultist defense? Ocean's Jonas replied, and so is Ariana for willing cheating with a married man. How Arianator twisted, they cover their tactics on feminism to stand up for the awful Ariana's behavior. Let's read. I don't know why you all hating on Ariana, a woman, when it's her husband's fault. And Ocean Jonas replied, it takes two people to cheat. Ariana is just as much as the problem. These people are using in a very bad way feminism, by the way, they don't know nothing about feminism, to justify Ariana Grande's action. A feminist woman can criticize other women if the woman is doing wrong. Headlines: Ariana Grande caught cheating on Ethan Slater with Evan Peters, for example, with pictures, a video, and the Arianators will say, no, this is a fake deep. Ariana Grande can do wrong. Go and touch some grass. You have unemployed behavior. They always say that, and the Swifties and the Selenators, go and touch some grass. Your vibes are unemployed, and what else? I can make a list. They always say the same things, always. Like a mantra from a cult, it's the same. Another Arianator on the comments standing up for Ariana, and Ocean's Jonas replied, if you are willingly sleeping with a married man, you are equally to blame. Stop babying Ariana. She's a grown woman. This user replied to the Arianator, she held that woman's baby, looked her in the eyes, while she was her man. Ariana should rot right next to Ethan. Go, Ethan! Future MGMBA wrote, I agree Ethan is the problem as well, but this woman has a history of destroying people's relationships, probably because she's an extremely unhappy person at her core. She sees other women being happy and believes she can replicate it with their husbands. Insanity. And think Arianators are justifying this. Pivalariavsky Social wrote a quote replying to this thread, there really should be more consequences for men who cheat during pregnancy and postpartum. Completely agree. Genesis Moon wrote, not to mention Ethan and this messed up situation might have negatively impact Dr. Ye's professional reputation, exactly, that's what I was saying, and her new existing therapeutic relationship. As she is a clinical psychologist, perinatal, mental health, and child development, good on her for writing this piece. The user Liliana wrote, the worst fandom goes, and she added this screenshot from an Arianator account. The account Ariana Data wrote, Lily J breaks her silence on Ariana Grande nearly 2 years after her divorce. And she or he or they try to twist what Lily said in the cat interview, writing, quote unquote, supposedly Lily said in that interview, there was many misconstrued moments that this past year between me and her, Ariana Grande, and B, what it may be my failed marriage with Ethan had nothing to do with her. She isn't blah 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 blah. The community notes in Twitter said readers added context they thought people might want to know. Fake news. This statement was not given in the original article released today. I told you, they are desperate and unhinged. Completely twisted what Lily said in the interview. They are crazy. Liliana wrote as well, exposing Ariana Grande for being a manipulative liar and problematic. A thread. Donut Gate, but Arianators will say, but she was only 11. You are all so mean. Go and touch some grass. You unemployed. I shut myself. Making a whole album to victimize. The nerve, herself, making herself a victim just to officially be a homebreaker. Exactly. And on this tweet, she added this tweet from American Walford. May 15, Ariana Grande celebrating her marriage anniversary. June 1st, Lily J wishing her husband Ethan Slater a happy birthday. July 20th, TMZ report Ariana and Ethan in a relationship, but we are supposed to believe there is no cheating. Next tweet, this pop account is silent now, never post negative news about her. She's referring to Pop Grave.
Brave, real Bob Brave. Ariana Grande, right here. We're gonna scroll to the top. The very first time she DM'd us.
Memes time or memes time. Bob Grape, Bob Bass, and Scott Brown are on the phone planning how to twist Lily J's letter, and they are using Emilia Perez main characters. This user quoting the user who was receiving death threats using a gif of Demi Lovato. I'm reading the tweet. Pop Crave and Pop Bass not posting about this, but will be the first ones to announce when some unknown band members say this, Taylor, or finding a way to set Chappelle Roan up by editing her interviews. This user, Galore, posted the official picture of one of the official pictures of Lily and Ethan's wedding. And look who liked this picture on Ethan's Instagram. Cramsis wrote, the way she was quiet, literally trying to glorify him cheating is purely evil, and you all praise her. Not me, alienators and people who probably are cheaters and homebreakers themselves.